Well, in less than 24 hours, some industries can get back to work. And today, Governor Gavin Newsom unveiled the guidelines laying out how phase 2 of the reopening will work, including who can reopen on Friday and who will have to wait. Tonight, 17's Eitan Wallace monitored tonight's press briefing, and he joins us with a look at the guidelines. Eitan?
Yes, these guidelines are very specific about who can and cannot reopen. But before anyone can even think about that, counties first must meet certain criteria. And right now, Kern County does not meet the requirements.
I hope folks see some light at the end of this tunnel.
Are we at the end of the tunnel? Not yet, says Governor Gavin Newsom. But are we on our way? He says yes.
We're moving forward, but we're doing it always with an eye, being led by the data, by the science, by public health.
Today, he revealed how phase 2 of reopening California will work. Beginning Friday, certain retailers like bookstores, clothing stores, florists, and sporting goods stores can reopen with curbside service. Manufacturers and warehouses also can open their doors so long as they continue to follow social distancing guidelines. Part of phase 2, but not yet allowed to open, malls, dine-in restaurants, offices, and outdoor museums. The governor says he will reveal when they can reopen at a later date. And before anyone can reopen, individual counties must first meet the following criteria. 0 COVID-related deaths in the last 14 days. No more than 1 case per 10,000 people in the last 14 days. An ability to protect essential workers with protective gear. Added testing capacity, which includes minimum daily testing of 1.5 for every 10,000 residents, at least 15 contact tracers per 100,000 residents, and a capacity to house 15% of the area's homeless population. Kern fails in many of these requirements. For example, there can be 0 deaths in the last 2 weeks, but the health department announced 2 deaths just this morning. There can be no more than 1 case per 10,000 residents in the last 14 days. That would mean 90 cases for Kern County in the last 2 weeks. We are well above that with roughly 440. The governor also says nursing facilities must have at least a 14-day supply of PPE, and counties must be able to make changes to reopening should significant challenges occur. Should counties not be able to meet any of the above guidelines, the governor makes clear what would happen.
And if they can't meet it on the basis of data and facts, on trend lines, on hospitalizations, on ICU data, on death data, and positive data, then we're not able to accommodate that.
You may be wondering, what if counties want to reopen faster than the governor? Well, Newsom said he will come out with guidelines for that this Tuesday. In Bakersfield, Eitan Wallace, 17 News.